All right. Thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and move on to item number 4, citizens to be heard. This is the opportunity for citizens, visitors, and guests to address the City Council on any issue or any item of the agenda in compliance with OGC Section 551.007. City Council may not discuss any presented issue, nor may any action be taken on any issue at this time. Citizens to be heard are limited to 3 minutes each. Attorney General Opinion JC-0169. All right, okie dokie. We don't have anybody that has signed up for this, but I'll still go ahead and invite anybody in the public for this particular item. Going once, going twice. All right, Paula, if you can go ahead and put no comments on item number 4, we'll go ahead and continue on. Council, let's move on to item number 5, consent agenda. A, consider approval of minutes for November the 10th, 2025.
Mayor, I'd like to start by making a motion to approve the minutes for November the 10th, 2025, as presented.
Got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. Discussion? Nothing? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, yeas. Thank you, council. Appreciate that. Let's go ahead and move on to item number 6. It is a public hearing. All, if we can go ahead and show, it is 6:32 p.m. Going into item A, public hearing. Conduct a public hearing for concerning an application from Monica Lopez King to locate a manufactured home on property legally described as Coal Mine Block 6, Lot 1, labeled Texas 0505483 acres, 0.1773, generally located on the corner of Juarez Street and San Jose Street, with the address being 63318 Juarez Street, Lytle, Texas. So this is the opportunity. Any of those that want to provide any comments on this? I don't have anybody signed up, but I still will ask. I know you're on the item, but we'll get into the action item a little bit later, okay? Any public comments? Going once? Going twice? Okay, no comments on that. Let's go ahead and show closing that public hearing at 6:34 p.m. No comments. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to item B as part of the public hearing. Let's go ahead and show it is 6:34 p.m. And we're going into item B. Conduct a public hearing concerning revising the rates charged for municipal water utility services. Don't have anybody signed up for that. Still would like to go ahead and give the opportunity. Going once. Going twice. Okay. Go ahead and put down Paula, no comments on item B as a public hearing. And we're going to go ahead and close that one. It is 6. I'll just wait a little bit to get an extra time. 6:35 p.m. Okay. All right, council. Let's go ahead and move on to item number 7, open session. Take action on the items discussed. A, consideration and possible action concerning approval of annual Citizenship Award Committee recommendations. Alderman Rodriguez.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to reach out to the committee for doing such a fine job this year. They always step up. We always get some good people to represent our councilman and the committee. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to make a motion to, where's my motion? Oh, there it is. I'd like to make a motion to approve the annual Citizenship Committee recommendation of 2025 Annual Citizenship Award as presented. Honorable mention, category to recognize an individual outside the Lytle extraterritorial jurisdiction. Appointed award goes to Josh Walker.
Okay.
Adult category, award to Pam McCall Wanira. And then the lifetime to recognize an individual who has demonstrated 10 plus years of cumulative service to the city of Lytle. And that appointment goes to Jesse Camarillo. Jesse Camarillo.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Got a second. Any discussion? I think what happens for discussion, what will happen next, Michael, just so the council knows?
So on our next scheduled meeting, which will be the first meeting in December, the second Tuesday,
Mhm.
we will do the actual presentations on that date.
Okay. Good.
And we've invited the committee to attend, we've invited everybody to come out, family members.
Good.
It's a good honor to get this, and like I said, the committee really went over all the applications that we received, the nomination forms, and I think we got a real good selection.
Yeah, this is awesome. Awesome. Well, we will have a chance as council to be able to thank also the folks that help us select this.
Yes.
So this is great along with the awardees, so we'll be ready. So Paula, we'll have the nice little bling stuff, right?
Yes.
All right, I'll be able to present that. I think that's gonna be great. Okay, with that in mind, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, yes, all right, thank you. And thank you, Michael, for all the work. That's awesome. Awesome. We'll be able to recognize him before Christmas.
Yes.
That'd be great. All right, B, consideration and possible action concerning an application from Monica Lopez King to locate a manufactured home on property legally described as Coal Mine Block 6, Lot 1, Texas label 0505483, acres 0.1773, generally located at the corner of Juarez Street and San Jose Street, with the address being 63318 Juarez Street, Lytle, Texas, and Paola.
I'm so sorry.
And then we also have the resident here to speak
Yes.
to. So Mrs. King is here too.
We had the meeting last week on Monday, though when there was nobody here that came, just Ms. Lopez King. There was no letters that were sent back or anyone not wanting to put the mobile home there, manufactured home. So the mobile home commission, manufactured home commission, I recommended for us to place it for you guys to approve or disapprove.
Okay, so thumbs up from them. All right. Miss?
I'd like to make a motion. I'll make a motion.
Sure, go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the application from Monica Lopez King to locate manufactured home on property legally described as Coal Mine Block 6, Lot 1, labeled Texas 0505483, acres 0.1773, generally located on the corner of Juarez Street and San Jose Street, with the address being 63318 Juarez Street, Lytle, Texas.
All right, I got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll
Second? Okay, got a second. All right, Miss King, I know you signed up. Would you like to say any words?
Thank you.
Okay.
When's the party?
La carne asada, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I just want to make sure, since you signed up, no comments, you're good?
No.
Okay. Okay, with that in mind, council, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, there you go, ma'am. Please work closely with Paola and with Zach, okay? So we can take care of that.
All right, thank you.
Well, thank you for being patient and working through the process. We appreciate your help. All right, all yes. All right, let's go ahead and keep going on, council. C, consideration and possible action concerning resolution number 2553, a resolution of the city of Lytle, Texas, appointing the associate municipal court judge of the Lytle Municipal Court and providing an effective date. Zach.
Mayor and council, so we, myself and Municipal Court Judge Elias has talked with Judge Carrasco, who is down in Jordanton and a lot closer to the courthouse where most of the magistration is happening, and he is obviously offering his services to serve in this role as associate judge. So the agreement before you is to get that in writing and in paper, so.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we approve
Resolution number 2553, resolution of the City of Lytle appointing Associate Judge Orlando Carrasco, effective date 11/24/2025.
Okay. Got a motion on the floor?
I'll
Got a
second.
second? Thank you. Okay, any discussion?
So how does that work with the associate judge? When we come up with the money to pay for this,
Mhm.
it's based on the number of recitants, or is it, and if it's an associate, do we pay one and then the other, or are they both being paid? Or
Yeah,
how does that go?
so Mr. Carrasco is being paid based on, really the magistration. In the event that Judge Elias can't make a court meeting, then he would be able to serve in that role. But we do have a line item specifically for magistration, and that's where he's being paid out of,
So it's not doubled, it's simply
Correct.
distributed?
Correct.
Yeah, this is it's basically a plan B.
Yes.
If our judge can't be there, we have somebody to be able to especially help out our.
Yes, it's
Please.
very,
This would be more Magging
yes,
and Jordan.
see, the way the county's set up in Atascosa, the municipal judges have to magistrate all the prisoners. So if we make 6 arrests that week,
Yeah.
6 different magistrations. At Medina County does it different, the JPs handle it. But it's very important to us, if Judge Elias is out of town and we need to get a warrant, an arrest warrant, or get some protective order or something, it's very important. So we've been operating without an associate, so we're glad to get this going.
So we always have somebody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah. And the fact that he's located down in Jordanton, that way the judge doesn't have to go down every time and spend his travel and hard-earned money to go down there, so that
Sounds
helps
good.
out.
Thank you, man.
He's a good guy.
Yes.
Good. Good.
Yeah, I know him real well.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Any other discussion? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All yeas. All right. Thank you, council. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's go to D. Consideration and possible action concerning resolution number 2554, resolution of the City of Lytle, Texas, approving the revised City of Lytle policy and procedures for state and federally grant-funded projects, providing a repealer cost and providing for an effective date. Zach.
So, Mayor and Council, I've been obviously dealing with Kimberly Horn, who is working on our application through the General Land Office for a grant with the comprehensive plan. The General Land Office is very particular on what kind of policies and procedures we have in place. We had adopted a couple months ago those procedures, but they've gotten feedback from other clients that they've been working with on their application. And so when that came back on those particular applications, they reached out and said, hey, I think we need to adjust the policies around to kind of match the feedback. So that's all it is just, again, just kind of a pass-through of that. And so just some modifications from what we had already previously adopted.
And then
So-
put it on the resolution, right?
Correct.
They need it as a
Correct,
resolution.
yes.
So I don't see any highlights. Can you touch on some of the major modifications that were made?
Yeah, I mean, it's,
This is for the comp plan, right?
yeah, so this specifically is related to the comp plan. So they really just wanted a lot more details of various, a lot of the times you'll see on all these sections like the two CFRs. So it's a lot of references to actual federal codes or state codes, right, that have to do with how we handle the procurement during that process. So really it was a lot of just additional kind of more beefing it up, really,
Yeah,
is what
legality.
it was.
More legality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mayor, I move that we approve resolution number 25-54 as presented with an effective date today, November 24, 2025.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
No, good enough.
Oh, you got it? Okay. Got a second? Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you, council, appreciate that. Let's go ahead and move on to E, consideration and possible action concerning ordinance number 2523, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Lytle, Texas, amending Chapter 36, subdivision regulations, providing for incorporation of preamble, providing a penalty of an amount not to exceed $2,000 for each day of the violation of any provision hereof, providing a repealer clause, a severity clause, and an effective date. Zach?
All right, so Mayor and Council, after the last council meeting, there was a discussion related to driveways and making sure that we actually had, really made sure the code reflected kind of council's previous decisions and kind of desires as it related to development of driveways on single-family lots. So this particular ordinance is amending our current subdivision regulations. If you look at page 7 of the actual ordinance is where it starts under section 36-107, changing that to parking and driveways. So previously we had adopted all the language except for what you see in letter B under that section, but I went ahead and highlighted everything because when we adopted it previously, looking at that ordinance, it wasn't clear where it sat in the subdivision regulations, so I went ahead and, just to make it easier for codification purposes, just highlighting that this is all additional and this is what we're doing. So the biggest, obviously, really the only change from what had previously been adopted is highlighting that driveways, in addition to any requirements that were outlined above, driveways for single-family dwelling units must be a minimum of 16 feet wide. So.
And for clarification, council, just so you know, with talking with our engineers, that is the industry standard in the sense of the actual width that goes along with that. So we're not doing anything different than besides with the industry, but we're including it in the ordinance just to make it a lot easier for anybody to find it and be able to take care of that. Is that correct, Zach?
That is correct.
Okay.
So R1 is all encompassing. There's no other areas that allow for housing where the garage would be, you know, a requirement. Because I know in the
Yeah, so we have
documentation it's R1.
Yeah, so we have R2 and I believe R3, but those sections have specific parking requirements in the zoning ordinance because R2 would be for like duplexes and apartments, and R3 would be for the manufactured home parks. So they're going to have specific requirements different than what this one is. Yeah,
It's been a while, but I want to say it's 1.5.
I think that's right.
So
Yeah.
it's
At least in
basically
R2 for
Yeah,
sure.
it's 2.
I
So
can't
somebody
remember.
comes in and they're gonna put a big facility for each apartment, for each
Yeah.
duplex, they gotta have 1.5 so you can, you know, that way there's adequate space on there. So it's technically 2, but
Yeah.
that gives them flexibility if you have like a huge parking lot where you can kind of play around with the location.
And with the exception they're not parking directly in front of the unit.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Exactly.
Be
But
nice,
but it goes with the zoning.
Yeah.
It
Yes,
goes with the
that's
zoning
correct,
based on
yeah.
the numbers.
And we could have done the same with this one in the zoning, but we had previously adopted, like I said, most of that language already in the subdivision regulations. And in speaking with the attorney, he said it probably made the most sense just to add on to that, which is what we did here.
And the main
So-
objective is make it easy to find, right? So we already had it listed,
Yeah.
we're just clarifying. All right,
Do we have a motion?
I need a motion.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion approving ordinance 25-23, an ordinance of the City Council, the City of Lytle, Texas, amending Chapter 36, something annoying, subdivision regulations, providing for the incorporation of preamble, providing a penalty of an amount not to exceed $2,000 for each day of violation of any provision herefore, and providing a repeater clause, a severity clause, and an effective date today of
Right?
the 24th, yes, November the 24th, 2025.
Okay,
I'll second that.
got a second? Okay. Any further discussion?
Just to note that the new houses that kind of prompted all this, they've framed out 16-foot
Yes.
drive and
Yes.
All right, anything else? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All yeas. Thank you, council, appreciate that. Let's go ahead and move on to F, consideration and possible action concerning ordinance number 2524, an ordinance of the City of Lytle, Texas, amending the fiscal year 2025-2026 master fee schedule for garbage collection and disposal municipal solid waste and providing for incorporation of preamble, providing a repealer, a saving clause, a severity clause, and setting an effective date. Zach.
All right, so Mayor and Council, just like in years past, Waste Management has reached out regarding their annual rate adjustment, which is allowed under Section 9A of their contract with us. And so this year, it's a little bit more than last year, but still within the limits that they're allowed. The rate increase for residential garbage monthly rate would go from $29.61 plus tax up to $31.01 plus tax, and additional can for those that would like an additional can or already have an additional can. For each of those cans, it'd be $9.75 plus tax compared to $9.19 per can. So little small difference there, but
50 cents.
yeah.
50
Just
cents.
about, yeah. So, again, this is kind of a pass-through in a way, just because it is something that they are allowed to increase in their contract as long as they're within the limits of what the contract allows, and that is what they are asking.
They're
So,
still providing the 4 dumpsters for free for us to be able to do
Yeah.
it twice a
Nothing-
year.
Nothing in the contract from their obligations and or our obligations are changing. It's just a rate increase.
Okay.
So.
Did they take it up to the max allowable rate?
No, it wasn't quite to the max.
Okay.
No. So, and last year they were really low compared. I mean, it was only like a 0.5% or something last year. So they definitely increased this year, but I think the CPI was much higher this year. Cost of living adjustments and stuff. So, yeah.
Well, Mayor, I'll make a motion on this,
Okay.
that we approve ordinance 25-24, an ordinance of the city of Lytle, Texas, amending the fiscal year 2025-2026 master fee schedule for garbage collection and disposal of municipal solid waste, providing for incorporation of preamble, providing a repealer, a savings clause, a severability clause, and setting an effective date of today, November 24th, 2025.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, Anna, thank you. Got a second. Any further discussion?
I do just want to be clear, this will take effect in the January 2026 billing cycle, and it also will show on this upcoming bill that'll go out here this week that garbage rates will be increasing. So
Okay, so effective
the January 2026 billing cycle.
January.
Yeah.
Okay. January 2026. Okay, good. And it's good to give them a preview too on the bills. Hey, so this is going to be able to go out. It's an automatic company, right?
Yeah. First time, the automatic bills
That'll be
coming
good.
out.
I'll see. That'll be good. That'll be good. All right. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, yeas. Okay. All right. Yeah, after we got our 2 trucks going, it's been really good. I think we've only had like 1 time, if I'm mistaken, in the sense of,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, the miss with the routes.
Yeah.
But it's a lots better now. So we got 2 trucks to come on Thursdays, which is really good. All right, let's go ahead and move on to G, consideration and possible action concerning ordinance number 25-25, and ordinance of the council of the city of Lytle revising the rates charged for municipal water services, revising other fees and procedures to more effectively charge for services provided to residents and those outside the city limits, providing a repealer clause and an effective date.
All right, so generally this is what the public hearing was for at the beginning of the meeting, Mayor and Council, but just to cover the first couple additions that were added. So we did go in and add tampering fees, first, second, and third offenses. So we don't get it very often, but in the event that we lock the meters and then we have residents or somebody tampering with that, we want to make sure that we're covering some costs associated with public works going out and trying to figure out what's going on that. So we added that. The big reason behind this particular push is the fact that when we went and we adopted the utility rates at the time of budget, we inadvertently, there was about a $10 difference originally. Remember, it was a $20 across the board for inside city limit residents. But for those customers outside of city limits that we still service, it was a $10 difference. So they were getting charged a $30 base rate. For some reason, that was inadvertently taken off or removed, and I don't think that was the desire of council and or part of the discussions at that time. And so what we've done is go ahead and add that back in, and then obviously match that according to the meter equivalency. So as residential and or commercial do have higher meters, then that would follow suit, that it would go up from the $30 up to that. So no technically change for anybody that was at 5/8 or 3/4. They just got a break for a month at a $20 rate. And so now this will be corrected going forward the way it originally was intended. So.
Did you in any way notify them of the oops?
Yeah, so one of the things with the outside city limits is a part of any utility rate change, they get a little bit different notification because they're allowed to kind of protest or kind of appeal that. And so they will be getting notifications. So even though this goes in, a decision tonight, there's notification that has to be done before it becomes effective in the system. So that won't happen.
Okay, council?
The temporary fees, is it not a crime to steal water?
It is a crime to steal water, yes.
So how are we
Yeah.
imposing a temporary fee?
We still have a restitution fee that you're gonna have to come
I can
up with.
help with that because oftentimes, and I mean, just here with water meters in general, you've got to be able to, criminally wise, we have to be able to have a person, So theoretically, we have to be able to prove that person's the actual one that tampered it. The fact that they live there, the fact that that's not for the criminal
Yeah,
side.
the water's not going anywhere else.
Yeah, but on the criminal side, that's the issue.
Yeah.
And so that's why sometimes they have things like this.
I'm just curious, because if it's a tampering fee, and the only example I could think of is if the meter is off for whatever reason, it was locked out, then we know to bill the resident of that area?
Yeah, I mean,
Of
so
that
it would
meter?
be, normally the situation you would find is, we go, shut off the meter or, because we disconnected it or whatnot for whatever reason, right? And locked it, and then they go and they turn it back on somehow, which, I mean, does happen. There are instances where it's happened. Then we would want to make sure that we're watching that, and if that happens, we can charge them appropriately. That would be to the utility customer.
And how is this differ from the stealing of fire hydrant water, like commercial?
Well, there is no difference in proving it criminally. It's just on a deal like this, you've got somebody you can bill, and if y'all pass this, you can use that, and eventually if they do it again, then you can take the meter out.
Right.
It gives you the civil deal. On the criminal side, I could make a criminal case on someone, but it could take, even a Class B misdemeanor, it could take a year and a half to ever get, so this gives the
This
city.
is an immediate.
Yeah, this
penalty.
gives the city some options so they can kind of limit, at least that's the way I see
So,
it.
do we have the wording, or can we add the wording in there that it could be resulting in criminal charges as well?
We could definitely add that. I don't see why we.
It doesn't have to stop this from going through, but
You already can,
It's in the penal code.
the civil and the criminal side are two different tracks, so you can always pursue them parallel to each other.
it doesn't necessarily have to be in the documentation. Okay. Thank you, Mayor.
Looks bad.
No, I would make the motion that we approve ordinance number 2525 as presented with an effective date of today, November 25th, 2025.
Okay. Got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
On it?
I'll second,
Okay,
yes.
got a second. Appreciate that. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All yeas. All right, council, doing really, really good. Let's go ahead and take care of H. Discussion and possible action concerning West Texas Gas Utility LLC First Annual Gas Reliability Infrastructure Program Interim Rate Adjustment for Incorporated Cities of Texas.
All right. Well, just like CPS or AEP, this is WTG's first kind of rate increase. With this one, the GRIP, as it's kind of known as, unfortunately goes into effect regardless of any city action, but we wanted to make you aware of this particular kind of increase for our residents, any of those that have gas service. So the residential service rate will be increasing by $4 on the total charge to $23.10. And any commercial, public authority, or nonprofit service rate would be increasing $11.83 to a total charge of $58.33. And that's just like the base rate, and then obviously the consumption is.
And that's something that they presented when they came in, right? We were expecting that.
Yeah, well, it's very typical for most utilities that this happens. They're trying to recover, costs, and with the GRIP, it's specifically related to infrastructure in their system that they may have upgraded and spent, capital improvements on. The Public Utility Commission allows them to file to recoup some of those costs, and that's ultimately what we're seeing here. So.
And there's nobody here to represent or speak for.
I didn't ask them, so I mean that's my, but mainly because this is something that was going to happen regardless.
So for the record, my understanding when we were taken over or we sold, there was going to be a catch-up period.
Mm-hmm.
And we're basically doing the same thing with our utilities. We're trying to catch up and be fair across the board. From the first building, we started at a rate of $17 base, and then in February of 25, it increased $2.10 to $19.10, which is a 12% increase, 12+% increase. And then now this proposed is $4, so it's going to go to $19.10, which is a 20% increase. So my question to them, had they had somebody here, at what point are they going to catch up, and at what point are we going to slow down with the rate increase? And unfortunately, there's nobody to answer that question. But
yeah, I mean, I can't speak for them.
I understand that.
I will say that, it's very typical, as we've seen with AEP or CPS, with these, that it's almost kind of a foregone conclusion that we're going to, see these. There are times where, like, we've intervened on, like, AEPs. So with this particular one, we can't necessarily intervene with the Public Utility Commission, but there are going to be times where that could happen, and we can, deny their request, and then that would go back to the Public Utility Commission. They would look at that kind of stuff. But, yeah. I'll just throw that nugget out.
yeah, like I said, it's just my concern as a councilman and as a customer that at what point does it level out to just become like a nominal increase?
Yeah.
If it's not already.
This is, you said it was infrastructure, right?
Yeah, so it's the Reliability Infrastructure Program interim rate. So that, if you read, and I can send it to you if you want, but it's kind of a boring read, but it's based on, their filing with the Public Utility Commission is based on infrastructure that they've been putting into the system and recouping that cost as appropriate. Capital improvements, just like we're doing obviously with like our 12-inch line, things like that. We go up on our rate increases to kind of help support those things, and that's kind of what this is offered for.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, no, well, the main thing, and as you're aware, especially in front of coal mine in that area and a few other places, they actually have had a lot of different equipment that they've been replacing, and I think they got the big project too with the meters, right?
Yes.
That they said it's for a whole year, so I know they're actually investing in different places around the city to take care of that. All right. So we need to go, is there an action?
I did it as possible action because you're welcome. They obviously in their request, they asked that you approve it outright.
Okay.
But yeah, if you don't, you take no action, it's going to be approved. So it's really up to whatever council would like
Well, I
to
think
do.
we need to just go ahead and present something on behalf of the council, so.
Well, Mayor, I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to approve this. I think it's within the city's best interest that we stay on top of this and that they present to us. I would like to see that in the future as well.
I can do that.
So I'd like to make the motion to, it's not approved, is it?
It'd be approved. Yeah.
Okay, to
Yeah.
approve the action taken by West Texas Gas Utility LLC. First annual gas reliability infrastructure program interim rate adjustment for incorporated cities of Texas as presented.
Okay. Got a motion on the floor? Do
I'll
I-
second.
Got a second? Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Right, there we go. And if we can just, Zach, when you
Yes.
talk to them, or
Yes.
let the local people, just let them know that expectation in the future.
Yeah.
Whenever we have something, we have them come in
Not a
and
problem.
present, so we can have them. This is once a year, right? If
Not
they do need
necessarily.
to.
Yeah, not necessarily. It just kind of depends.
But normally, if they wanted to, it's on an annual basis, right?
It
Something like
can.
Yeah.
Can be, yeah. I mean, with AEPs, we had one a year ago, but we haven't had an additional. So, I mean, it can skip some time, you know, before they submit things, so.
I have to see it.
Liam, please pass that on. That'd be good. All right, let's go ahead and move on to item number 8, department reports and finance director. Here we go. Let's talk money.
Okay, we'll make it really short and sweet. Other way. Well, I tried to make it bigger. So basically what I've done is I just did the revenues at the top and then all the expenses. This would be for October, so expenses and revenue should be around 8%. The PD is a little high, but they purchased their vehicles already, so that's gonna make that look a lot larger. Under the community center, the reason that is high is the event cost. But you're also purchasing a lot of things for the events that are fixing to happen.
Okay.
So that's that one. Any questions on general fund? Okay. I only picked the major funds for right now because there's not a whole lot going on because it has been only 1 month. Hotel revenue is a little higher, which is a good thing, no expenses. And then water and sewer, so they're good. Good on all that? Okay, the finance update, not much has changed here. Still currently looking at all these items, so nothing new there. The utility update, the welcome packet, still awaiting review. There's a couple staff that have not reviewed it yet. Once we get that done, it'll be ready to publish. And then the new payment options, that magic button's gonna happen tomorrow. So the water bill should go out tomorrow. The email ones did go out, and the few employees that live here have already received their water bills. So if you chose to have it electronically, that's already happened.
And where did you make this choice?
I'm sorry?
Where do we make this choice, or where did we make this choice?
There was something in that newsletter that we sent last month with the water bill that stated if you wanted to get your bill by email, that you can just email Lytle Utilities
Okay.
and we'll get it switched over. And you can have both.
And they'll have the same opportunity, this newsletter as well.
It's on the webpage and it's at the bottom of the bill.
At the bottom of the bill, it'll have that information on how
I'm trying to
to
remember.
register for.
No, we put the garbage rate.
Oh, we put the garbage
We
rate
put
this
the
time,
garbage
so we'll
rate.
add it the next time, because there's only like, you know,
Yeah,
so
if you could
much,
just
so-
leave it in the newsletter
Yeah.
portion of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
And it's also in that new packet, and then when new customers come in with the application that revamped, it's all in there also. Trying to make it a little easier. We spoke with the bank today, Zach and I did. We kind of went in another direction, so we have not accomplished any of these yet. So the draft payments are still on hold. And that's it.
The bank, you keep saying the bank. What bank is that?
Lytle State.
Lytle City
Lytle
Bank.
State Bank? Okay,
Mhm. The city's bank.
good.
Any questions?
Any questions for our finance director?
All right.
You know?
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you, appreciate that. Be good. And Yvonne, if you could, just because of all the stuff that happened this month and next month, just keep the department heads, keep feeding them their monthly, you know,
I email them to them.
perfect,
Yeah.
good. Thank
I
you, thank
email
you.
them.
Appreciate that. All right, Paul.
I don't have much, but we did have the collections for the ad valorem for October for $1,146. That's just the start for the new year, the new budget. Nothing on our beer and wine license, but we have the beverage taxes for $253.41. Let's see, October, I just had some other meetings, National Night Out. I did have a patio coordination teams meeting with, I think it was an ACOG. I was able to do it on Teams, so it was pretty good. A lot of information on that one. And our request for October was 1, it was fulfilled. Year to date, I only have 18. I don't have anything that is outstanding for those. Agendas published, 2, no public hearings, 2 minutes that were completed, ordinances 1, and resolutions, we passed 4 of those. And I think that's it, I don't have much. Still working on those ordinances to be scanned, so.
Take care of the ordinances, putting this stuff together.
Yeah. Ordinances and all resolutions, so I'll start with those 2.
Okey-dokey.
Okay.
And I know working with Zach too with the elections.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
getting probably posted tomorrow, the dates, right, to start?
Yeah, well, I posted today.
Oh, you posted it
Just posted
today,
today.
so
Yeah, so we're right around the corner again.
January 14th is the
January.
first day to submit ballot, or submit your news
And I
application.
think it's
4, 5,
5,
mayor,
mayor.
and 1.
And 1, I think.
This side is good.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
Say
right.
that again?
Yeah.
Which
We'll
you'll
talk.
probably run again, right?
We'll talk.
Thank you.
Well, you gotta wear out the shirt.
I mean, you just got it. You can't like.
You gotta wear it out.
I would have
You gotta
been
get as much
like,
as you can out of it.
why? I was
You
like,
know?
I did ask for it.
I didn't run the first time.
Well, see, you got to run this time.
Gotta get extra out of it. That'll be good.
All right. I'll
Thanks,
run.
Paula.
I'll run through mine real quick. So, the elevated storage tank was supposed to begin in November, but unfortunately, they contacted our engineer and indicated a delay until mid-January. I am working with the engineer to figure out what that means long-term because they are coming very fast up to their date for when that contract was supposed to be substantially complete. So, yeah. So more to come on that, but
Penalties apply.
penalties would apply. So and that's all in the contract. But
When
yeah,
did
so
we start the contract?
so the contract was started basically January of 25. It was like January 2nd of 2025 earlier this year. It was a 400-day calendar day contract, so that pushes it to about February 6th, if I recall from what I was looking at. So starting the tank construction in mid-January, I don't think they're going to make the February 6th deadline. So, yeah. So, again, more to come on that, but just wanted to highlight that. So, we will see. The 12-inch bore, or the 12-inch water main loop. So the bore, if you notice, they are done over here at the corner. They're starting to mobilize and move everything down. So the next bore they will be doing is Chaparral Ford. They have also completed all the HEB driveways, so all those are done. So once they complete this bore, then they'll move down to the 35 corner going underneath for the bore down there. So it's moving along. I would say, I had on there previously, but I can't, the engineer and the contractor can't agree on how much percentage, so I kind of took that off that we're done. But I would say anywhere from that 50 to 60% of the project is completed, so. Yeah. As far as.
Can you go back?
Yeah.
So, Zach, is there any way some of these, let's put the engineer that is in charge of it?
Sure, I can do that.
And put on there in a sense of, just like we track our funds and usage, let's track the timeline on there. So,
Yeah, I can do that.
you know, if we have a timeline and we're out at 50%, it'd be good for the council to know that we're halfway there,
Yeah.
where we're at with that. So,
Yeah, I can do that. That's not a problem. I forgot while I'm on here, we did internally meet, I guess that was last week, right, Mayor, on the booster pump station. So got a pretty good plan, I think, schedule for that, and where we're at on that particular project. So yeah, I think we got a good plan set in stone for when they're going to start tackling that one.
yeah.
But-
The only thing else I want to add on this one, even though it's actually one of the expansion plans, but it talks about our wastewater treatment plant. If you'd like to, go hang out with Pete. These guys have been doing an outstanding job. Our current facility is operating the best that I've ever seen it. It is unreal. It is night and day out there. It's doing really, really, really good.
Yeah.
So all the upgrades and everything that they've done out there have been so. But if you'd like to, go out there and actually take a look at it. It's pretty cool.
Definitely. Saddle Ridge, no update as far as home construction, obviously, as we know. Everything for the street, and I'll start putting that on here going forward, but everything was approved, the realignment. I am working on with Jesse from our law firm to just make sure that since the alignment slightly changed, that we get the updated or amend the easements that were issued on that already. So more just administration paperwork, but just wanted to say, you know, they are getting everything lined up to start that project. Hopefully before the end of the year, if not beginning of the year. So
What road are you talking about?
this is the emergency secondary access out of Saddle Ridge. Yes, yeah. As far as Rosewood, so we have 77 completed, 16 under construction, and we are now starting to get a couple more permits coming in. We kind of had several months there where nothing was happening, but we are seeing a couple more pop in. So hopefully that's a good thing as we get towards the end of the year and going into next year, they'll start picking up again on that one. Nothing on Lytle Farms, radio silence. So, don't know, yeah. Got nothing on that one. Permit received on the left, permits issued on the right. Nothing too out of the ordinary. A couple things from the school with the addition of the playground equipment, sign with Goodwill that was submitted. You've probably seen around town CPS upgrading a bunch of poles. We just make them permitted so that way we don't charge them anything, but we want to make sure that we're keeping track of where those are going in. So you'll see that because that's been happening throughout town in a few locations. So inspections pretty normal, pretty across the board there for October. 6 new certificate of occupancies, all for new homes. No certificate of compliance and nothing on the fire marshal side. As far as court, obviously new year, so the numbers reset. Obviously we had the associate judge contract on there. You'll see the upcoming trainings there, and then the total transactions and the total sent to collections for the month of October. Pretty consistent with that, the cost and number I've been noticing for the last couple months. I will say that this might transition over to Paula's report. I've asked her to kind of help me out with court just because I'm busy on a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'm trying to, kind of figure out where where I can free up some time. And so I've asked Paula to kind of help out with court a little bit. So just wanted to give you a heads up that this might transition over. Code compliance back on since he started in October, so that's great. You can see a lot of activity. So for the month of October, We had 21 various ordinance violations that he sent notices on. As of November 14th, 6 of those had made compliance already. He double checked those, and I know that more have happened. It's just when this report went out. We had 118 bandit signs removed in all of October, so we didn't have a code enforcement officer for quite a while, so those were probably starting to add up. And so I know on one day he asked me to go out to the car, and it was literally chock full. He could barely sit in the car with how many bandit signs he had picked up. Couple illegal dumping spots that he's been noticing. So he had 5 locations. So we're working on trying to figure out those, and I know that he's been working with PD on that as well. So we kind of have eyes on the road. Permit follow-up. So anything that was issued that was over the counter, kind of various permits, things like that. That's what that would fall under, and he's been reviewing and going and making sure that they complied with what we did, since AOCA is normally not involved in those particular permit follow-ups. And then you see because he's former cop, of course, he wanted to stick in the patrol miles there and the calls for service. But calls for service is really anytime he's interacting on the phone with somebody, following up, the permit follow-ups, any of that kind of stuff. So that's why that number is so high. So.
And Zach, just to add on the signs, just so you know, so some of these signs, he normally is collecting them in the beginning of the week. So if somebody puts some of them and they have in a yard sale, they stay out there.
Yeah.
He doesn't pick them up all the weekend, but Monday comes around, if they didn't pick them up or take them down, he's going to take them.
Yeah.
Just because so we're not hardcore no signs, but
No.
people having yard sales and stuff will leave them. But we got to keep it clean, and
Yeah.
especially it's a big no-no, right, Richie? Can't put anything on a text stop sign,
Yeah, any
anything
traffic
like that.
control
Holes.
signs or any of our
Yeah.
stop signs, we cut those down,
Yeah.
just for safety issues.
We've had some where they put them up and they don't realize, but they create a blind spot, so
Yeah.
if it is a blind spot, we'll just take those down or shift them or move them, but those are the ones that, it's a yard sale, but it's blocking, it's gonna come down.
Yep.
But if not, it'll just get picked up on Monday.
But he's been very busy, and I appreciate him being here on our staff, and I think he's a great addition to the team over here. We're seeing a lot of product.
And he loves it too.
He does. He's really loving it. Yeah.
Enjoying it, that's good.
As far as contracts, no real update here. I didn't put it in here, but the CPS Energy, the gas, this obviously has been this pending billing issue that's been out there. Just want to let y'all know or give you an update that the mayor and I do have a meeting scheduled for the beginning of January, beginning of January, with Rudy. The CEO, president of CPS Energy, because we did get a past due notice on the bill, and we've been working with them and asking them to look at this, and it's kind of been silent on it, and then we got that, and so we've asked for it before, but they finally, I think, honored it now, so we are getting in front of Rudy on that. So more to come on that. Just wanted to give you a heads up. So. But other than that, no real updates on the contracts there. The meetings and various things there on the left that I attended or had, and then really just kind of ongoing on a lot of these projects and open items. It's just that kind of time of the year where not a lot of updates, but they're working, a lot of engineers working on various items. And things like that, continuing the website changes, little things that we're noticing here and there, and trying to keep up with it. I know Yvonne and Paula are doing it as well as they're kind of going through. I think we found a really nicer way and a cleaner way to show our agendas and minutes, so that'll be coming down the pipeline here. Just more to come on that, but just continual changes and looking for ways to.
The biggest thing for you all is, as with the script, writing the script or putting the script for just make sure whatever we do, it's cell phone friendly.
Sure.
Because unfortunately, sometimes on a regular web page it looks fine, but then you go to the phone and it's just hard.
Definitely.
And a lot of our folks operate out of these, so let's just make sure whatever we create, but make sure that it looks good on the cell phone too.
Yep, not a problem. And that is it. That's all I got. Unless there's any
You have the
questions.
full Adobe package here.
Yes, it is on my computer and it is on Paula's and Yvonne's. Not everybody has it, but
No,
the three
you
of us.
really only need one copy.
Yeah, I know, but
No, but it's good to have it on both,
Yes,
especially city secretary.
yes, yeah, the three of us have it, the ability to.
All right. Any questions for Zach? All right. Awesome. That is great. We're doing really good on time. Okay, we got item number 9. Let's see. What do you think, Zach? Do you think it'll take us a while on that?
I mean, I hope not.
We'll just go ahead and go into executive session, come back and do the information.
It's up to you. I mean, whatever you think, man.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to move item 10 up. And let's do the informational items first before
Okay.
going to executive session.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do you want to do the second?
I'll second that.
Thank you, appreciate that. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move, let's go ahead and take care of the informational items, and we'll go ahead and start over here.
Yeah, so that presentation for the awards will be coming on December the 9th. That would be the first meeting, and I believe the only meeting for December in the city council.
8, not the 9th. Just make sure. 8th is the Monday,
December the 8th,
though. Okay.
Monday.
You're
I
good.
don't know where I got Tuesday from. Okay,
But yes, that'll be the only.
December the 8th, and that's when the presentations will be put out.
Okay.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yep, let's just make sure that the invites and all that, that'd be good.
Good.
Okay, Paula?
I
Anything?
think I'm good.
Nothing?
No.
Good. Richie, anything?
No, sir, I think
We're good?
we're all good.
Juan, anything?
Just a reminder, I forgot last meeting, the senior citizen collection until December 15th.
Oh, got it. Okay. Perfect. Hey,
We started putting out Christmas lights already, ornaments. There's some expensive ones out there, so keep an eye out on these nutcrackers.
you tell Richie?
Don't hit them.
What are they crying for?
But we got a few, but we're gonna put the lights, right? We're still working on the lights.
Yeah.
We have put some of those. Make sure we stake them down good.
Yeah, the key is sticking them, we've had some mounted pretty good. And
Yeah.
we have a lot of lazy crooks. They don't like putting a lot of work into it.
Yeah.
They're staked down, so
They're staked down good. That's
But I
what-
guess what'd be nice for us is maybe if Pete just gives us a map where everything is now.
We have it.
Paula,
We have it.
Because I don't actually,
Paula has it.
before I couldn't do that because there's so much
I
stuff.
tell you what I
but
put in there. You
Now I
just
can
order
figure it out.
exactly what I have.
It's all good. That's good. All right, back there, anything to share? Linda, anything?
Just our event on December 7th, we're partnering with Atascosa and Devine Animal Control, and we're having a big adoption event at the Lytle VFW.
Yep, the VFW. It's gonna be a great event.
Yes.
It's gonna be a really good event. Yeah, definitely a highlight. Austin?
Nope.
anything? Anna?
No, sir.
Anything at all?
I just want to let everybody know that my son was in the Special Olympics Saturday, got 4th place in bowling. And he's always been in Special Olympics for his school when he was back in the school. But now it's the big ones. So he's in bowling and basketball. So basketball won't be till January, February.
Still pretty cool.
Going good, yeah.
Yeah.
It was exciting.
Yep. And that's for the area too, by the
Yeah,
way.
that's the area.
That's for the area, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nothing? All right. Okay, informational items. Pete started talking about, I want to say thanks to city staff, PD, Public Works, Parks for getting our city prepared for the holidays and the hayride. A lot of coordination, not only with decorations, but also getting the hayride set up. So appreciate everybody, the girls in the court. That's awesome. This is coming along pretty good. Special thanks to Lytle Elementary School and RPD for a great veterans event. That worked out really, really good. A lot of positive feedback, but it was done very efficiently and very safely. So we appreciate that, Richie, and you guys
It was a good event.
participating. And the best thing about it, I don't think Richie fell off a bike. Right?
Nope, it was a good
That was
event, the weather, everything.
Yeah, it was good. I got
It was
mid.
good. Was it the largest one, probably? I mean, I thought.
We had quite a few. We had quite a few.
Just based on line where it lined up further, you know, so
Yeah.
it was back around past my house, so.
We had quite a few. We definitely. No, it worked out really good. But the school just unbelievable in the event, the singing, the little gifts that they gave away, the little magnets for your fridge. That was spot on, along with the personal notes. That was really cool. I want to say thanks to Tommy Joe's, 702 Tejas, and the VFW for free meals for Thanksgiving last week. A lot of different events, different places. That was pretty cool. There's some other small ones that are being done by other organizations, so please pass the word around so some of our folks can actually take advantage of those on there. But I want to say to Tommy Joe's and the vendors that helped out. There was a lot of vendors. Trying to remember the bread, Simon's, Texas Bullet. So great job too. A lot of donations from different vendors, and the meal was great. 203 meals were served. That's pretty cool for free. So it was a joint venture with everybody. There's a list that I passed on. Everybody should have it in here. A few other places. I need to give one to Devine. Devine News on there. Plenty of closures that we have, so we want to make sure our public. Richie, thank you for your help. I know it was a joint venture trying to figure out places that are open and closed, just to help our public know, places they can go get some. Or hey, if you got to go to HEB, you better go by noon on Wednesday, because they'll be shutting down. And that's both the store, the regular store, and the C store, along with a few others. But there will be places that are open, and we put those. We got them divided up on there, so you have it. Reminder for trash, for our waste management, it's going to be on Friday. Please pass our word around, okay? Won't be picked up on Thursday, it'll be Friday. But I will tell you, normally when they're off by one day or they get pushed by one day, they start earlier. They want them by 7:30, I would put it out there before 7, put them out there the night before. Because I can see them, they're trying to not only take care of our city, but they're also trying to take care of the regular schedule on Friday. So please let folks know to put it out there. We do need to make sure that people understand also that our city hall is going to be closed on Friday, so it's put your trash out so they don't try to, because then they're going to be trying to get a hold of somebody. So let people know. We got Bella's Pantry this Saturday. I do want to remind folks we're second to the last, so 2 more that they'll be doing. And then after that, unfortunately, because of resources or limited donations, we'll actually stop doing that. That's 11 years, right, Melinda? 11 years of being able to do that. So they've been doing a great job taking care of community. The 3rd of December, on a little calendar stuff, we have a fine arts night, a fine art night over at the high school. So a little bit of everything, anything that deals with that, they'll be out there. So the 3rd of December, they'll be doing that. The 7th of December, we got the VFW event that Melinda was talking about. The 13th of December, that day I want you to write it down too, because we're going to be busy. We got wreaths across America. That's where we're going to go out to the cemeteries. We're going to put wreaths in all the veterans. Franklin and Pam Wanyura have done an outstanding job, and they've got a group of people and everything. But if you want to be out there, please be out there for that. They'll be in the morning. And then that night we have the annual hayride. So we're going to be pretty busy that day, just with a lot of stuff going on in preparation. But please let folks know. We start getting everybody at 5. I think we start loading at 5:30 and we roll at 6 o'clock. The first wave goes through, so we can take care of everybody. December the 18th, those of you who like going to watching the little kids perform, the Christmas program from the primary will be done on that day. And that's on the 18th of December. I think it's at 9 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken, either 9 or 10. It's in the morning. It'll be over in the auditorium, so please do that. We already covered Richie. congrats. Wanted to say congrats to our pirate band. Ended up being number 18 in the state out of 200 plus bands, so that is really, really, really good. And they actually went from number 24 the previous year to 18, and this is the first time ever that it's back-to-back at state. I think the previous time there was a 40-year gap, something like that.
Yeah, it was a different, like 2A or something. So,
Yeah.
This is a big deal.
So this is a big deal. This is a big deal. So they are doing an outstanding job.
And they're ready to move into solo and ensemble season 2.
Right. I tell you, this is going to be just, and actually the day of our hayride, they're actually performing. They got a competition, and then they come down here and they'll be performing.
That's usually the way it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting that way.
So they always do that. Okay. And one last thing before, is there anybody else? Anything reminded you? Or anything we needed to say or do? No? As we actually have somebody's birthday. It's on the 25th. Mañana. And it's Melinda. Our animal care and control director. So if you can help me out, here we go. And 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Melinda. Happy birthday to you.
Make a wish. Alright. Little zebra cake, always good. Always good to have a little zebra cake. Okay, with that in mind, council, let's go ahead and shift to item number 9. Paola. We're going to go back to item number 9. And this is executive session. The City Council, City of Lytle may convene in executive session in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code Section 551.071, consultation with attorney to discuss and consider the following items. Update on the settlement offer with Edwards Aquifer Authority, and B, update on pending litigation and civil citation filed with Atascosa County District Court. It is 7:38 p.m. and we are going into executive session. Austin, if you can join us back there, and council, we will be in the back. Appreciate that. All right.
But I will do that.
Good. We're doing good. We're doing really good.
From the executive session, do you have the names of those two?
Yes.